someone is waiting for you at the airport with a tray full of green Euroshines. Sorry, wrong number. Yo, what's up guys, it's Rosebud and welcome to my channel. I hope you're fine, I hope you're great, and I hope this video finds you well. Today is Thursday, so today you're getting a Thursday video and not like always a Wednesday video. And this is because today is a holiday in Bavaria. That means I don't have to work at home, and I decided to just take the advantage and make use of this free day and make for you a video. Today is a very contradicting, I would also say a little bit polarizing video. But I want us to look at the hype about Germany. Is it worth it? And if you want to find out more, please stay tuned, and without further ado, let's get straight to it. The desire to come and live in Germany has been growing and growing and growing. And when I say this, I don't mean those people who were forced by circumstances from their own countries, may it be through war, through following, through the army, through disease, through poverty, through I don't know, name it. I don't mean those people who've been displaced from their countries and come to live somewhere else like Germany because they've got no otherwise. No, we are not going there. Today I'm talking of those people who leave their countries, educated, talented, successful, leave their countries by choice and choose Germany, like intentionally choose Germany to come and live there. Those are the ones we are talking about today. And the migration to Germany has been just rising and rising over the years. And today, I just want to come sit down, have a chat with you, knowing that I cannot represent everyone's opinion. The only thing I can do is just, have my own opinion. I would love so much to hear what you think about the topic, and to also get maybe educated better, informed better by you people who know it better, because all that I can do is just gather my information through some kind of research, and at the end of the day through my observations of my day-to-day life. Okay, so please, if there's something that I say which you feel that I did not have the facts right, please, I stand to be corrected. And I am the first person to appreciate such kind of constructive educating each other. Yes. So first, let's have a short look at the situation in Germany at the moment. So what we see is that 16 million people residing in Germany are foreigners or have a foreign background, which makes it 18, almost 19% of the population. Looking at it like in a critical way, that's not much, is it? It's 18% of the population has some kind of foreign background. 70% of these 18-19% are migrants or people from Europe, and a third of these 70% are mostly from the European Union countries. From these 16 million, 7 million are actually foreigners. That means they do not possess a German passport. The other remaining, which is like 9%, are actually people living in Germany with a German passport, but they have some kind of a foreign background. Most of these people have their backgrounds from Turkey or from the Soviet Union or even Yugoslavia. So living Living in Germany is attractive in different several ways. If you've been watching my videos, I think this will not come as a surprise that I love this country. No wonder it's my home. I also ended up getting into the class of those who have a German passport, and I consider Germany my home. I've lived now in Germany longer than I lived in Kenya, 1 year longer. Yeah, and I think I have a little bit of a bias to make some kind of conclusion if living here is, if the hype to Germany is worth it or not, because I freaking love living here. I feel privileged every day to call this country my home. There are so many things happening in the world that it's nice to take some time, a second or two, and just appreciate what you've got, because yeah, so many people out there don't have it. They don't have the luxury of enjoying the many advantages and opportunities and chances that Germany offers me. And I am not going to tell you about all the goodies and the greatness of Germany, because I have made several videos about that. I will link some of it. There is the Great Germany video where I talk about the school system, I talk about the social system, I talk about the health system, I talk about so many great things that Germany does for its citizens and for the people who reside here. And there are also videos about why I love Germany, things like security, things like gender equality, we have protection, we have there are so many things that I could list which makes this country a great country. Nevertheless, I feel obligated to sit down and have a complete honest talk about the hype of coming here, okay? Because there are a few things which you need to know, and I'm talking to you like an accomplished person, successful somewhere, yeah, having, I don't know, a completely good life somewhere else, and you're making, or you're trying, or you are thinking of making this decision to move here. So the first thing will be working in Germany. Getting a job in Germany is a struggle for foreigners. It remains a fact that employees will tend to get the Germans first. In case there is a vacancy, German companies will tend to favor the German applicants before the foreign applicants, which I completely understand. Take care of your people first before you take off foreign people. I get that, and not because I'm German now. No, I got it even before. I like to see a country take care of its people, and I think the law that if there is a German as qualified as you who can take that position, the position goes to German. I think it's a good way of taking care of your people as a country. And if you are more qualified and more than the German, or there is no German to take that position, you are okay to go for that. So just keep in mind, when you're coming here to look for a job, know that Germans who are as qualified as you are going to get that position before you do. Yeah. Yes. I mean, when it comes to working, Germany has opened up its gates for working class people. It's encouraged, especially these careers like nursing and Pflege in general. It's really increased the uptake of such qualified workers, especially from Europe. So and also Germany offers something they call the blue card, which is like a permanent residency allowance for you to stay here as long as you have this permanent job contract, which you don't usually get if you don't have a job which meets a certain threshold of your earning salary. So which will give you, of course, a lot of freedom and also a certain kind of certainty of staying here. The way of life in Germany, there is a certain standard of living which you don't get almost anywhere. And I think this standard of living comes about, like I said, the German government really takes care of its people, and there is no person who doesn't have a job who will go hungry for a night because the government has them covered. How does the government has them covered? The government will provide, for example, something they call the Hartz-IV, which is like our jobless money too. Okay, and in these monies, when you don't have a job, you've not been working for the last year, and the government just gives you a little bit of money, and in that time, it's not that it's just financing you, it's just meant to be a tiny support fund before you can get yourself on your feet and go to work again. And in that time, they take care of your traveling. There is like a social traveling card. You get social apartments which have reduced rents. We have so many social advantages which you can just make use if you are receiving this social support. And this quality of life is guarded by the first German basic law, the so-called Grundgesetz, which states that the dignity of a person is untouchable. It is like the, yeah, die Würde ist untastbar. Another thing I want to look at is the equality. Okay? And I'm talking about gender equality, racial equality. I'm talking about equality between the East and West Germany. Even there is like interstate equality. We are talking about all that kind of equality. And this is, for example, when we look at the differences between the prior East Germany and West Germany, we realize that Germany is that one country which understands that before you can give people the same starting point, it's impossible for these two to move together. Okay? And Germany is that one country which realized after the German Union that the East Germany and the West Germany did not have the same starting point. And so the German government introduced something called the solidarity fees, where people who are earning more in the West will pay a little bit of a percent of the salary to the government so that they can help improve the eastern part. May it be the infrastructure, the schooling, the healthcare institutions, if we are talking about companies, employment, and all these things were really bad in the eastern part, in the DDR. But now we can see that these cities are getting better. They are starting to flourish because Germany understood that they needed to take a little bit from those who had more and give those who had nothing, or who had been deprived of something, who had been, taken away the chance to do anything in the time. They give them that little bit percent, and at the end run, we might have a little bit of movement together. It will be like our pacing up. But this is something that many countries need to understand and maybe even put into action, and try give those people who had no opportunity for years to do anything, just to give them a little bit of a compensation, not even a compensation, just a little bit of a push, so that we can move forward together. It's a great thing. When we are talking about equality, we cannot also not forget that since 2017, homosexuals are allowed to marry in Germany. That means no matter who you love, no matter where your sex orientation is, you can come to Germany and get married. Cool. When it comes to gender equalities, Germany is doing quite a lot in trying to promote that. Companies, especially big companies, they have like a Frauenquote, it's like a women ratio, especially in the leading positions. There have been a little bit of a scandal here and there about big companies who just have male leaders. I don't know if they don't really understand that having that female leader in your company will make the whole difference, because females, they rock. They rock, and they will bring a whole revolution into your company. So yeah, they are trying to put like a Frauenquote, so that at least there has to be some ratio of women leadership in companies. Let's talk about family. If you are considering moving to Germany and you have a family, what awaits you? What awaits you here? A few things. Germany is a very family-friendly country. Yes. And this starts from when you get married, right? You have some taxation advantage. Yes, you got me right. So when you are married and you have like a joint taxation application, you will be paying less taxes than single people. Secondly, if you are married and you have children, you will be receiving something they call Kindergeld. It is like a child support amount, especially for parents who really cannot afford it. It's like great help. Just helps, like, you know, when children are going for some activity and parents cannot afford, you cannot say you cannot afford because you receive Kindergeld. Yeah, and it's just a great way to appreciate children. When you are in Germany and, for example, you have a child and you go on child leave, it's always called Mutterschutz. You are paid some amount by the government just to help you in that starting time of your motherhood, parenthood. Another thing, when you're pregnant and in Germany, you cannot be fired by your boss. You have like the, Schutz. Yeah. It's cool, right? You cannot just be thrown out of the company just because you're pregnant. No, it's illegal. It's illegal. So another thing about families in Germany is that you get a lot of, Rabatte. It's like discounts on a few things if you do it as a family. Like if you go to the swimming pool, if you go to the cinema, if you order some kind of food, you have some kind of family fee amount, which is great. So all in all, the hype about Germany is real, okay? And it's really, my opinion, it's worth it. but only if you are a hardworking person. If you are a lazy person, don't even think about it, because you will not like it here. Germans are really, really, really hardworking people. And for you as a foreigner to come here and make it, you've got to be twice, 3 times as hardworking as Germans are. So yeah, you better be ready to work hard. So if you are there thinking you'll go to Germany and there will be some fruits with some notes of money that you're going to pick, or someone is waiting for you at the airport with a tray full of green Euroshines, sorry, wrong number. You will not be happy here, because this is only a place for hardworking people. Hardworking people. So yeah, if you're a hardworking person, welcome. If you are a lazy person, please don't even think about it. Let it be. Yes. Yeah. Thank you so much for watching this far. I hope you liked the video. If you didn't, don't forget to give me a thumbs up. And if you have some more questions, let me know at the comments below. Yeah, I would like to make such videos more often, because I really love talking about these 2 countries. And